Looks like we made it here in one piece.
A fish! You s- saw it too, right?
Hey, that's a neat piece of gear you got there.
Huh? Oh, you mean the blazing sword?
That thing's badass. I know a rare weapon when I see one.
Please excuse him. He's sort of got a thing for blades. Honestly, Kirito, if you want to strike up a conversation, you should introduce yourself first.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I'm Kirito. I'm a swordsman. Like you.
And I'm Asuna. Nice to meet you.
I'm Alphen, and this is Shion. Nice to meet you too.
Kirito and Asuna. You two come here often?
Nope. This is our first time visiting.
He was curious about the place, so we decided to stop by and check it out.
Curious. About training grounds?
I can see where he's coming from. They're a good place to test your strength without putting your neck on the line. So, were you able to get a good workout?
That was the plan, but honestly, I was hoping for something a little more...
As far as training goes, Kirito prefers when it's a bit more challenging.
You must be pretty confident in your ability.
If that's how you feel, why don't you two square off against us?
Would you be up for that?
Hold on, where's this coming from?
What's the harm? After all, we can still get stronger, right? And what better way than by sparring against other strong fighters like them? Besides, if these two are as good as they say, then I want to see what they're made of.
That's the part you're really interested in, isn't it? Fine. But this is just for training, okay? No fooling-
Yeah, I got it. So, what do you think?
How about it, Asuna? You wanna?
Why bother asking? I can totally tell you've already made up your mind to.
Okay, you're on. You're not gonna hold back on us or anything.
No way. When we fight, we fight.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay!
Oh!
Why, you...
Really now.
Huh?
Just, what's going on here? Should we stop them?
Ready, Kirito?
Yeah. No holding back! Hey, is he always this eager when it comes to fighting?
Yep, that's just how Kirito is. Raise your cyclone!
Ready for this?
Watch yourself. It's incredible power.
They're not making this easy, are they?
They're strong, but we can still pull through.
Yeah. Let's show them what we're made of.
Here I come! Charge the
That could easily be fatal.
Totally!
Just as well.
In an instant! Impact Claw!
A whirling
Not bad. Not bad at all. But I'm still in this to win! Wait, seriously? 2 swords at the same time? I'm not about to back down from a fight.
Good! Because I'm not planning to hold back. You're finished! You require a...
So relax yet. Asuna, I need support!
On it. Don't put your luck with them, Kirito.
Dragon
Time to
Ball!
finish this! You telling me you've been holding back? For me? Never! Great! That means I can let loose too!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
A whirling struggle.
You are my
guys
very
are pretty
companion.
tough. Winds of heaven. First force. Kirito! I have to stay focused.
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! You're mine! It's over!
Lunar corruption!
You're mine! It's over!
I'm almost impressed. I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Such unadulterated fury.
Kisara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
You two are seriously impressive.
Me too. I haven't had that much fun in a long time.
I've never seen arts like yours before. Where did you learn?
Well, you could say we're self-taught, I guess. We like to call our style of fighting the Aincrad style.
Aincrad style. Can't say I'm familiar with it.
I'm not surprised. I'm pretty sure us two are the only ones here who use it.
So it must be pretty rare, huh? You think it's something I could pick up?
I don't know, maybe. I'm not much of a teacher, though.
Well, there's no harm in trying. Besides, I bet you want to learn more about how they fight too, right?
Okay, then. Hope you don't mind the hands-on approach.
I have to say, though, I can't believe how synchronized you two are when fighting.
Seriously? How did you get so good at
That's a good question. I guess it comes naturally from the two of us working together for so long.
She knows me so well, I can focus on whatever's in front of me during a fight.
Sounds like you two really trust one another.
You'd think so, but even after all we've been through together, there's still a lot Kirito hides from me. I lost count of how many times he's gone and thrown himself into danger without even telling me.
Hey now!
Take it easy. I'm just kidding. Sort of.
Oh, man.
Sounds like Asuna's got her hands full.
You're one to talk. Remind me who's always getting himself into trouble again.
What? No, I just... well... Yeah, okay.
Seriously.
I guess you and me are in the same boat, huh?
Tell me about...
What was that?
What's that?
Nothing. I was just saying how much I've learned from Kirito and Asuna today.
Well, as long as you got something out of it, I guess it was worthwhile.
It was good training for us, too. I'd love to spar with both of you again sometime.
If you ever feel like having a rematch, give us a shout.
Sounds good. Take care, you two.
Did you used to come here when you were younger, Kisara?
You bet. Out of my way! This one's mine! Huh! That's it! Falling storm! Going in! I'll take out the legs with my shield! Flaming meteor! The power of light! Alright, let me at him! Tiger blade! Far enough! Glacial Pyre! Huh! Plenty left! Tiger blade! Flaming meteor! Going in! Plenty left! Flaming meteor! Whew! That's it! Look sharp! Yeah! One more! How about leave the chargers to me? Denied! This one's mine! Whew! One more! Going in! Ah! That's it! Look sharp! The power of light! I'm ready to go! Tiger blade! The power of light! Alright, let me at him! No, got you! Falling storm! On guard! Huh! Huh! I can handle it! Huh! Huh! That's it! On guard! Plenty left! Take this! Tiger blade! Flaming meteor! Look sharp! Plenty left! One more! Look sharp! Huh! Huh! That's it! On guard! Far enough! Look sharp! I'm done. I won't fight just for the sake of it. Do my best! Look sharp! Inferno crossing! Nice try! Plenty left! Yeah! That's it! Falling storm! Right here! I got you! Hurricane flight! Who's next? Crescent move! Ready to go! Enough! Don't sit up. Plenty left. This one's mine. Now! Going in. Ah! Light up the dark. All right, let me out.
Okay! Excuse... Okay!
Here we go. I'll do my best. Ah! Ah! Take this! Look sharp! Huh! Take this! Huh! Shield and mace! Look sharp! Huh! Flaming meteor! Tiger blade! Flaming meteor! On guard! This one's mine! Plenty left! Tiger blade! Light up the dark! All right, let me at him! All right, let me... Look sharp! Huh! Tiger blade! Flaming meteor! Aw, too shy to come over? Here, let me help. Flaming meteor! Guardian field! All right, let me at him. Guardian field! All right, let me at him.
What the... Excuse me!
Yes!
Seriously?
I never knew Lagiel could be so intense.
She can get that way where my brother is concerned.
She's not the only one.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed? An opponent like this should be easy.
Glacial Spear!
And you can see it.
It's over!
Captivity!
Strike! Burn it down!
This is gonna need all of us together!
It's over!
Dance in the wind!
Aim
Sleep
for the
now!
weak spot.
Water! Hear my call together!
You're mine!
It's over!
Here's the evil! It's showtime! Water! Hear my call!
Dance on the wind!
Red! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Dragon Swarm!
Blazer!
Pierce through!
They
Try
met
this!
with blackened flame!
Let it fly!
By the power of light! Outstanding form!
Try this! It's running hard! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Be still! Rising Falcon!
Holy Red!
Okay, here I go! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Done! I'll leave it to you!
Here's the evil! Radiant Star! Freeze Lancer!
Double Demon Fang! This one's all mine! Turtle Devastation!
Thrilling performance.
Double Demon Fang!
A whirling struggle!
Blind you into dust.
Winds of heaven! First
Flesh on thy sins. They smite with blackened blade.
Lunar Round!
Shine. Radiant light. Swallow of regeneration.
Blue Escape! I'll burn it all! Ah! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Dance to the wind! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dana's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dana's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dana's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dana exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dana's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Renasalma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Renasalma's here, right?
Just don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrecht 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Renis Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Right, here goes!
Hear my call!
Rising Wyvern! Soaring Red Spear! You're on!
Winds of heaven!
Damn it! I'm gonna need more, I bet. Rising...
Flying free? Why can't they just sit still?
Shion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No complaints here!
Shockwave Slash! Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! Thrust! Tear!
A whirling struggle! Winds of heaven! I can do this all day!
Here I come!
Do it!
There is logic in your every move.
It'll take more than brute force to win.
I'll try to provide that strength.
I can't imagine what we'd do without you, Rinwell.
Who, me? That's a little much, don't you think?
I'm serious. You're a lifesaver.
Sword Rain Alpha! I'm ready! External Devastation!
Tempest,
Double Demon Fang!
Stalagmite!
You're mine! You're finished!
Lightning Orb! Purge
Sword Rain Alpha!
Freeze Lancer!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. May a thousand
Double
years
Demon
tear
Fang!
to shreds.
Destruction!
Shocking
Why? It can hide itself? Amazing! Mirage! Shockwave Slash! Demon Fang!
So you clamor for my true power?
Get behind us!
I'll be right as rain in no time.
Radiant
I
light!
can feel the medicine working.
Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
He who prepares is free
Vicious
from
Rage!
regret.
Feel!
Breath of
Demon
life.
Fang!
Heal my
Demon Fang!
Raging Gemini! Banana, let's go! Water, hear my call! Air, hear my call! Winds of heaven, hear me!
Double Demon Fang!
Lightning Orb!
Double Demon Fang!
Illuminated magic is there!
Start up!
Holy Lance! A chain between heaven and earth!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Shining!
Double Demon Fang!
Dance in the wind!
Destruction! Thunder! Rising Cup!
Power of my healing arts to accomplish.
No gun! Dragon Swarm! Sorry, but this fight ends here! Just go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right!
Heal my weary companion. interrupted.
Take this!
A whirling struggle.
Demon
Winds of
Blast.
heaven. First
Benediction.
Here I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Cross! We're a pretty lethal combination, aren't we?
What can I say? I had a good partner.
Little help. Show you what my arts can do.
I shall ensure you survive this.
Rising Wyvern! Strike! Luna Rondo!
It's a duel of the arts.
Take this! Rising Wyvern!
Pesky airborne scout and astral
Sounds like a job
That's
for
my
yours
cue.
truly.
Shut him down! This is bad, right?
Yes, Alvin. Very bad.
I don't feel so good.
Back into the everlasting dark.
Negative
gate.
I feel myself. Let me show you what my arts can do. Rise and shine.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right, no time to hold back.
Soaring glacial spear. Holy lance. By the power of Vanish without a trail.
Stardust!
This'll come in handy.
Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust! Sword Rain
Now.
Alpha!
By the power of flame. Vanish without a trail. Came between
Take
heaven
this!
and earth.
It's over!
A wailing field.
Here I come! Sword Rain Alpha!
Catapult. Tempest. Catapult.
Seismic Rupture! Severing Wind!
That'll bring you down.
I'm ready! Take this! The fluidity of your...
Astral energy.
Say no more! This could be useful.
Hey, that looks pretty good.
Lost.
A scream fades.
A chain between heaven and earth. Oh, it'll body slam to next week.
Dragon! We got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
You're mine! All yours!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alvin.
Now! It's time to end this battle!
I'm right
The
beside
enemy
you.
wields arts too.
You'll soon see
In a
about
bind.
that.
Ah! You're mine!
On your
You're finished!
knees.
In here. Can't heal you forever. I'll be
You're finished!
glacial spear.
Dance on the wind.
Here I come!
On your knees.
Sword Rain Alpha! Air Pressure!
Another
incantation ruined.
Thanks, Kisara.
Sorry, but this fight ends here! Let's go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right. Outstanding form.
You're mine! You're finished!
Astral energy. Lightning condemned.
Dragon Swarm! Sword Rain Alpha! Pissed off!
Wailing
Here I come! It's over!
Lightning!
Stalagmite!
By the power of Blitz! Lightning without a trace!
Bloody howling!
You're mine!
Stalagmite!
You're finished!
Dragon!
Dragon!
Sleep now.
Dragon form!
Divine net. Here goes! Alright, healing is our best time! Into the sun!
Such unadulterated
You picked the
fury.
wrong fight!
Radiant!
Take this! It's over! Dragon
Yes,
form!
in the wind! Air thrust!
Execution!
A whirling circle!
Force of regeneration!
Winds of heaven!
Dragon
Fire
Alpha!
field! I'm all set!
Now I
Let's get
can
you all
let
tucked
loose.
away!
You must be tired of killing me. I'm merely doing what I can.
Glad you're on us.
Begin!
Thunderblade!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Peculiar taste.
Dragon form!
Thank you!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! A change between field and earth! A wailing field in here!
Death on the wind!
This will come in handy! Lunar corruption!
It's over!
Power of water! Gotta hold it
Dragon
together!
form!
It's dinner time! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Water! Hear
Now!
my call!
No escape!
Spread!
Severing wind!
Here's the evil!
This one's all mine!
Freeze one more time!
Take this! Sword Rain Alpha!
Really,
Soaring Light Spear!
this has a most
Lunar
peculiar
Roar!
taste.
Rising
Radiant
Falcon!
blast!
Here I come!
Rending you apart!
Now!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
My word. This must be the work of Providence.
Provo what? Now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
I'm also just... With airborne targets.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more
Got
left.
fire! Right. No time to hold back.
Dragon
form!
Blah, blah, blah.
Take this! It's over!
You get the gist.
Take this!
Glacial Spear. Here's the evil. Leave the enemy's arc to me.
No complaints here!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon form!
A wailing
You're mine!
You get
It's
the
over!
gist. Not in your dreams.
Eat dirt!
Not so fun now.
More
You're out. Keep calm and take them down.
Strike! Here I come! You're finished! Take this! You're finished! You're mine! It's over!
Get on in there with the others.
Begin!
I
will save you!
Where are you going?
Sword Rain Alpha!
Begin!
Now.
You're mine! It's over! Take this! It's over!
Elusive deity!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Now.
We did it!
As impressive as always.
Begin!
Here I hope that wasn't true.
Do it! No, I mean, you're even better than...
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis.
You don't mess around.
Certainly not.
Who wants to die next?
Let me free you of your power.
Ready and quick!
It's over!
Reflect on my
You're mine!
They
Lightning blade!
Take this!
Illuminate the sun!
Dragon form!
Glacial spear. Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you. A whirling struggle.
I'm not done!
Winds of heaven. First force. In here.
You're mine! Blow away!
Magic is out. Here I
Lightning
go.
thrust! Take this! You're finished! Time to let it rip! Take this!
Everlasting dark! Negative gate!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Your style is beautiful to observe.
You just watching or what?
No, I'm still in this.
You fight better at a distance. The further...
Sorry, but this fight ends here! Go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right! Lightning!
More? My turn!
Stars of light!
Rising Falcon! You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Here I go!
Severing Wind! Rise up!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! More?
A whirling struggle!
Dragon Swarm!
Winds of heaven! First force! Lunar grapple!
Sword Rain Alpha!
A whirling
Dragon Swarm!
feel!
Blue Escape!
More for the stockpile!
Take this! Dragon Swarm!
What in the world?
Don't hurry!
I'm all right. I'm still standing.
Get on in there with the others!
I'm ready!
There! Go! And the
No further!
Whoa! Hey!
Here I come!
Water!
I owe you so much.
More?
Let me free you of your power!
Photon! Blah blah blah! Mad Thunder!
Here I come!
Chain between heaven and earth! Lightning!
Dragon
Let me
Swarm!
free you of your power!
Do it! Air thrust! Radiant pierce! Lightning dragon!
Here I come! You're finished!
Rotating
You're
pile!
mine! You're
Chain
finished!
between heaven and earth!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Swarm!
Bloody howling!
Radiant!
Negative gate!
Instant!
Take this!
Photon!
You're
All
finished!
in order!
Cyan
Take this!
instant!
Dragon Swarm! I'm ready!
Gemini Aqua! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! This could be useful.
That equipment should come in handy. The Zeugles here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived free.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah. It's like when I made contact with Dana's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna... Rinwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened? happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really, really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants. How it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dana and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dana's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dana while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted. Like
an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dana, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dana and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dana and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dana, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Danan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dana's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dana the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Discourteous, aren't you?
Glacial speed.
Take it!
Evil. Raging storm.
Rising light!
Benediction light.
Swallow blade!
Those flying creatures are
In
a
a
real
vine.
pain in the butt.
Raining flash!
I never miss.
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Amazing.
Got it. Now's our chance.
Pile driver! Mirage!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Thunder!
On your
Meteor storm. A whirling storm. There. And again.
Dragon Swarm!
Stalagmite.
Thunderfang! Dragon Swarm!
Stockpile.
Demon Lash.
More with explosions.
You're mine!
One more.
It's over!
Gravitas field.
Execution. Rending you apart. Bloody howling.
Rising Falcon! Lunar
Another
Roller!
incantation ruined.
Soaring Light Spear!
They smite with blackened blade.
Rising Falcon! Blue Escape!
The enemy feels our
Let the marksman
We'll soon see about that.
Lunar Lander!
Corruption. It's weakened.
This ends now! Take this!
I'm ready.
Corruption.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
I've still got a ways to go!
Man, I'm famished.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
Clearly the worst point against it.
I won't forgive you.
On your
Oh, sparkling stars. Rain down and purify.
captivity.
Rising Wyvern!
Careful.
Can you take
Here's a pet of butterfly.
Swallow Blade! Eternal Devastation!
You must be tired of healing me. I'm merely doing what I can to help. Glad you're on up.
Sonic thrust! Here I come! You're finished!
Just what I want!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll thank you! Lunar Eruption! In here!
Take this! Dragon Swarm! Alright, but this fight ends here! Go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right!
A whirling struggle.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
I know that need to use all the power of my chain between blah blah blah. I can't hold on much longer.
Can you take it?
Soaring blast. Blah blah blah. That is holy land.
So you clamor for my true power?
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Was that a new skill I saw back there?
Indeed. Well, sort of. Actually, it's a family staple harkening back 8 generations.
Maybe you can just write all this down?
No choice! Swordland Alpha! Try harder! Rising Rocket! Be still! Rising
Reflect on my
Falcon!
sins. They smite with blackened blade.
Execution! Hold nothing back!
Rise and shine!
Slash!
Celestial Hammer!
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
I'll stop its charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
Rising Phoenix!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Slash! Sorry, but this fight ends here! Let's go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right!
You're mine! Dragon Swarm!
Thrilling performance.
Hear my call! Radiant Fire! My last magic exam!
Bloody
Freeze Lancer!
Mirage! Dragon Swarm! Sonic Thrust!
Slash!
Sonic Thrust! Swordland Alpha!
Shooting Star!
A whirling struggle.
Radiant Winds of Heaven!
Swordland Alpha!
Lunar
Raining
Corruption!
Blast! Eternal Devastation! Wind!
They're not playing around.
Begin!
Mirage!
Freeze Lancer! Shield! I'll be saving this one!
Shine!
Radiant
Radiant
Shield!
light! Full
Demon
regeneration!
All right.
Regenerate!
Okay. I'll heal you all!
You're mine!
No dawn shall
Healing
break this
Thunder!
night.
Thanks, Shield. Be careful not to...
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
Dance in the wind! Pierce evil touch! Blah blah blah! Freeze Lancer! Holy Land! Chain blah blah blah!
Dragon Swarm!
Divine Savior! Radiant Blood!
Swordland Alpha!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Elfin!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Crush! Demon Fang!
Gusty Nail!
Russia! You're mine!
Cascade! Spread! Magic Advance! Lightning Speed!
Rising Russia! Sword Rain Alpha!
I'm ready!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Oh,
Regenerate! Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Dragon Form! I'm not done! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Athens!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Dragon Form!
Thank you.
I'm ready! Shion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
My turn! I'm not done!
Rending you up.
Dragon Form!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
An opponent like this should be easy. It's over! Dragon Form!
On your
Dragon Form!
Glacial Spear between heaven and earth.
I need something.
You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen.
Far beyond the darkest sky.
Let me free.
Alright, but this fight ends here! Gotta go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right.
Let me show you what my art can do.
Let me free you of your power. A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Hear my call.
Glacial Spear.
Infernal Torrent!
By the power of
Dragon Form! Here I come! It's over!
Leave the enemy's art to me.
Milky Blade here! You're mine! Rotating pile driver!
Double Demon
I'm
Fang!
ready!
Demon Fang!
Captivity!
Thunder!
I'm grateful. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time? Looks like it could be worth something.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. But only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it? I bet that one could give me a...
The sword-wielding Sugol?
And not just one, but four!
It thinks 2 extra hands is enough to beat me. It's sorely mistaken!
Let's just focus on what's important.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Hear your call!
Dragon Form!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
No dawn shall break.
Dragon Form!
There you go! Don't let up!
Dragon Form!
Demon Lord! Between heaven and earth, you get the dead. Divine Savior! Explosion!
fluidity of your moves has been simply incredible.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Divine Savior!
With the here I come!
Magic is Holy Land!
I'm good.
Chain between heaven and earth. One more!
It's over!
A wailing dance! Divine
Here I come!
It's weakened.
This death.
This ends now!
It's over!
Magic is there! Air thrust! Do it! Chain between heaven and earth. You go!
Death engulfed!
In an instant! Impact Cross!
Raging cascade!
Take this!
It looks like you got this one covered. Blah, blah, blah.
Shine! Radiant resistance! Breath of life! Heal my weary companion! Watch your back! And incredible power!
Far
Sword
beyond
Rain
earth.
Alpha!
Sword
Rain!
One more!
Atmosphere! Lunar Rondo!
A whirling struggle.
Rising Falcon! It's over! Dragon Swarm!
A thrilling performance!
You're mine!
Freeze Lancer!
Hold nothing back!
Radiant light! Force of regeneration!
Here I come! It's over!
Supernova! Got it!
Here I go!
Now's our chance! Leap
Dragon Swarm!
Get on in there with the others!
Thank
When
you.
it's almost in the bag.
Not done yet. Just falling back. Sorry, but this fight ends here! You'll go faster!
Now, Asuna!
Right! Will this help?
Another incantation ruined!
Dragon Swarm!
Watch yourself! Incredible power!
Can do. Rise and shine!
No,
Feel!
it can't end here!
Don't leave me!
Reflect
bring
on
you
thy
back,
sin.
whirling struggle.
They smite with blackened blade!
Winds of heaven! First form cyclone!
Not done yet! It's over! I'm ready! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
You got rid of the sword!
Looks like I won after all!
Except it doesn't look like that thing's finished yet. Not by a long shot.
The flame inside is yours to be let free!
A whirling struggle.
Crush!
First form! Cyclone!
Try harder! Here I
Healing
come!
circle!
Elusive
I'll be
deity!
saving this one.
Power surges through me!
Flame! Gale force!
Be still!
That came from
Huh?
illuminated.
You're mine! Huh?
Dance on the wings! On your knees!
Here! A
Here I
wailing
come!
divine
You're finished!
A whirling struggle.
Elusive deity!
You're mine! It's over!
Get on in there with the others. Gemini Aqua!
You're mine! Huh?
Will this help?
Resonate with the
You're
earth!
mine! It's over! Pull away!
Tunnel!
Air pressure!
Sorry to trouble you.
You do the same for me. Thunder Field! Back into the fray! Magic
I'm
is
ready!
there!
Tear!
Sweet
Follow me!
Here's evil!
In an instant! Impact Cross! You're mine! It's over!
Here goes! Magic is
Elusive deity!
Dragon Form!
Here's evil! Divine Air thrust! They're not playing around!
Elusive deity!
You're mine!
Here!
Tornado drive!
Glacial
I'll
spear!
face you!
Here's
Rising
evil!
Falcon!
Supernova! Illuminate the dark! I'll heal you all! Holy Land! A chain between heaven and earth! Circle!
Try harder! My turn!
Far enough! Back into the fray!
It's over!
I'll smash you!
A whirling struggle!
Can't get out of this!
First force!
I'll face you!
That'll bring you down.
Elusive deity!
Wide open!
It won't escape me!
Burn!
Take this! Alright, it's showtime! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.